Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going to completely reframe how you think about yourself. We tend to view the human body just as flesh and blood, right? Like a simple biological organism. But what if we looked at it through an entirely different lens? What if we viewed it as the ultimate, unbeatable apex of engineering and architecture? If I asked you to name the most advanced machine on Earth, your mind might instantly jump to, I don't know, a supercomputing mainframe, a state-of-the-art spacecraft, or maybe a soaring skyscraper, but you'd actually be looking in the wrong direction. The most complex, precisely engineered machine on the planet isn't a smartphone or a rocket. No way. It's the very entity engaging with this explainer right now. It is you.
Section 1. Optics and Structural Strength, the hardware. Okay, let's dive into this.
We all obsess over the latest smartphone drops, right? Upgrading for that shiny new 48 or maybe 100 megapixel camera. But let's put that into perspective by comparing it directly to your own optical hardware. If the human eye were a digital camera, it wouldn't just be boasting a mere 48 megapixels. No, it would boast an absolutely staggering 576 megapixel resolution.
Think about that. That 576 megapixel capacity translates to unmatched clarity, depth, and detail. This immense resolution is exactly why we can perceive the world with vastly superior fidelity compared to literally any phone on the market. Tech companies are out there spending billions in research and development trying to replicate what your hardware does effortlessly the absolute second you open your eyes in the morning.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of the structural integrity we're talking about. Let's shift our focus from optics to the framework itself. If you take a tiny block of human bone, I'm talking no bigger than a standard matchbox, it actually has the capacity to support up to 9 tons of weight without crumbling. 9 tons!
Let's take this a step further to really build our understanding of the human framework. When we compare human bone to steel, the results are honestly pretty shocking. Gram for gram, human bone is actually stronger than steel. It serves as the ultimate architectural foundation. It's incredibly lightweight yet remarkably resilient.
And when we map out weight-bearing capacity and measure bone directly against industrial concrete, the very material we use to build skyscrapers and bridges, bone handles 4 times more weight. It completely outclasses the heavy-duty building materials that we typically consider to be the absolute peak of modern structural engineering.
Section 2. An internal global highway, the network.
From the micro strength of our bones, let's zoom out to the macro level scale of the human machine. Obviously, every advanced machine needs a highly reliable network to transport fuel, oxygen, and information. Well, for us, that's the vascular network infrastructure. This incredibly complex system is made up of arteries, veins, and microscopic capillaries, all working together in perfect tandem. Now, I want you to really take a second and think about the sheer vastness of this network. If you were to take all of those blood vessels out of an average adult and lay them end-to-end in a single continuous line, they would stretch an astounding 100,000 kilometers. And this brilliantly illustrates just how massive that number is. 100,000 kilometers is enough distance to wrap around the entire Earth 2.5 times, literally. All of that infrastructure is folded, packed, and functioning perfectly inside you right this very second. It's a logistical masterpiece that honestly puts global supply chains to shame.
Section 3. Maintenance and Unique Biometrics, Software and Security.
Now, any good machine requires maintenance, right? And your body has a built-in cycle specifically designed to deal with the constant, crushing force of Earth's gravity. Throughout the day, the cartilage between your spinal discs gets physically compressed just due to gravity in your daily activities. But at night, during the decompression phase, your body relaxes horizontally, which allows those discs to recover and expand back out.
Because of this continuous mechanical compression and decompression cycle, your actual dimensions fluctuate. As a direct result, you are literally about 1 centimeter taller in the morning when you wake up than you are when you go to sleep at night. Your body's dynamically reacting and adapting to environmental forces every single day. Finally, let's talk about the body's native security system. We all know about fingerprints and facial recognition on our smart devices, sure, but we need to completely redefine how we think about the human tongue. It isn't just an organ for taste and speech, it's actually covered in a highly complex pattern of bumps and ridges acting as an exclusive biometric identifier, just like a fingerprint. The precision of this biological security feature is absolute. Get this, no 2 people in the entire world share the same pattern of bumps and ridges on their tongue. It's an unhackable, totally unique signature engineered right into your physiology.
So the crucial point is this. From 576 megapixel optical sensors and steel-crushing bone structures to an internal vascular highway that laps the globe and entirely unique biometric security built right in, how will you view your human machine now that you know its true specs? The next time you look in the mirror, remember, you aren't just looking at biology. You are looking at the absolute pinnacle of engineering.